Okay, what we're being asked to do is find a power function that both 2, 5 and 11, 7 are on. Now we already know how to do this for linear functions. We already know how to do this for exponential functions. Don't forget those. We need to be better at it by the end than we are now. But meanwhile, we want to add this skill, finding a power function that goes through those 2 points. So remember what a power function looks like. We have a y, we've got a coefficient, and we have x to a power. If someone says find the power function, what we're really being asked to do is just find k and just find p. But we do have 2 points. Let's write down what this means. What does it mean for 2, 5 to be on there? It means when I plug in 5 for y and 2 for x, it works. So I plug in 5 for y and 2 for x, and I get that. Okay, so far so good. I also know that 11, 7 is supposed to work. Well, that means if I put in 7 for y and 11 for x, it's supposed to work. So I put in 7 for y and 11 for x, and I get that. And then we can solve this any way we want to. What I'm going to do is take equation 2 and divide by equation 1. Now what does that mean? I want to take the left sides and divide. I want to take the right sides and divide. 7 divided by 5 is just 7/5, like this. When I take k times 11 to the p divided by k to 2 to the p, first off, the k's cancel. And then I get 11 to the p over 2 to the p, and by rules of exponents, that's just 11 over 2 to the p. Sadly enough, even though this is a power function, we need logarithms to finish. So what we're going to get is take the log of both sides. Take the natural logarithm, because all calculators will do that. I'm going to get ln over 7 to the 5ths. When I take the ln on the right-hand side, the p comes down. We know this already. So I get ln of 11 halves, like that. And so we get, ta-da-ta-da, p is equal to the ln 11 halves divided by, oops, other way around. I get the ln of 7/5. Better. ln of 7/5 divided by the ln 11 halves, and make sure we can see that. Yay, that's the power. Yay, I still need to figure out the coefficient. So what am I going to do? I only need to use one of these 2 equations right now. So what I'm going to do is use the fact that I know p and try to figure out k. So I'm going to try to plug this back in here. K is going to be a mess, but it does work. Let's solve for k. What am I going to do? I'm going to write down the 5 equals k, which I don't know, times 2 to all of that. So it's 2 to all of that. So up here, I get the ln of 7/5. This is all in the exponent, divided by the ln of 11 halves, like that. And now we solve for k. So k equals 5 over 2 to the ln of 7/5, and still in the exponent, the ln of 11 halves. You might have thought since we were doing power functions, the ln's would go away, but they don't. So I have this power and this thing, and we can find a power function that goes through both. Ta-da!